Welcome back to Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. 776 or something. Anyway, last time we suffered the Empire's wrath and suffered the loss of Dorius, but more importantly, a move level on Scion. That will be the true casualty of that chapter in my heart. But now, we move on to the 20th chapter, the Scion of Light. Half a year has passed. Yes, there's a sudden time skip in this game. I believe we are now officially in year 777. So, the game's title's now inaccurate. The army of House Frigga, led by Barat, has waged a relentless onslaught against Leonster, seeking to recapture the castle. Leif's liberation army has fought well, but has been gradually worn down and forced into a small corner of the castle with no way out. Everyone could see it was only a matter of time until Castle Leonster fell. So this is a pretty dire situation we're in, right? Well, the reason why it's happened and why there was a time skip is because this chapter essentially adapts Leif's perspective of Chapter 7 of Genealogy of the Holy War. There, while Seliph is dealing with some Loptrian bishops and crossing the deserts, Leif and Nana, who were the only ones playable in that game, have to defend Leonster Castle from an onslaught of enemies led by a generic axe general. Here, they've given the generic axe general a name, and he's now a baron. Also, this guy's name is not actually spelled like this officially. He was given an official name in Heroes via the Lost Lore events. I really need to check more of those out, if there's actual, like... Are there any scripts for those out there? Because I'd like to read them. They actually do give some official localizations on Japan-only Fire Emblem terms. So, the main notable thing about this guy, actually there's actually a few notable things about this guy, but one of them is the Throod Scroll. So we need a thief with 9 or more speed to be able to take this. Now, this guy is sort of the objective of this map. The way this works is, the chapter ends after 15 turns pass, and the boss is dead. So this means that you either kill him on any turn after turn 15, or you kill him before then and wait until turn 15. The other funny thing about this is, you can't kill him before turn 4. He actually has the Immortal skill until that point. I guess they just want to stop you from ganking him early. We also have a bunch of guys surrounding him who all have Master Lances, along with some of these Armor Knights, and a lot of them have door keys, because there are plenty of doors between us and the throne. Now, we have to not let the throne get seized, but here's the thing. The odds of the enemy actually making it all the way here are alarmingly low. I had never seen them even come close to it. This is despite the fact that some of these areas have cracked walls that the enemy will try and break open. In fact, this entire back part of the castle ends up getting destroyed if an enemy reaches here, but that's kind of a good thing because it makes it easier to reach this house, which contains a silent staff. There is also an arena if you want to train here, along with a supply place, which is a little redundant given that you already have a convoy in the prep screen, and a vendor. And for some reason, I don't know, we must have just captured a bunch of these guys. We have these Armor Knights here who all have killing edges, and if you have a reasonably good turn, he can just swipe all of these, so yeah, free weapons. Now, your army is going to start very, very scattered, but I do know that I want to pick turn first, or at the very least, I want to pick turn second. I suppose Sarah can take the Wind Tome for a more avoid. Yeah, this will start turn as close as possible to these guys and this chest. Oh, interesting. She's fatigued, though. Lara technically has enough speed to steal from the boss. Oh, so does Myliphus, but the odds of him surviving down there, I mean, the odds of Lara surviving down there are low too, but... The next 2 slots go near Leif, so they should be spent on more supportive characters, like Tina. Next, I think I want Xavier. I don't want him all the way on the front lines, because there are going to be some Meteor reinforcements and Ballista reinforcements that will be very bad for his cost. Okay, Ossian goes there, and my last remaining people are going to end up very far from the overall action. So let's have them be Finn and... okay, Merida is not... I kind of want her a bit closer too, but let's see. I have some door keys on my starting characters. I don't want to waste too many of them, though. Oh, right, that's why I usually put Leif here, so he can open this one and get Leif into the action. I'll give Lenoan one just in case. Just remember that your mounted characters will want to have swords here, because we start out indoors. And let's begin. And here's big man Reinhardt himself. It's kind of weird that he's never really mentioned in Fire Emblem Genealogy, but yeah, that's because he wasn't created yet. Given that he's basically like one of Phrygia's strongest generals. Meanwhile, there's Ishtar, who, like, nobody seems to care about. Battalion is on its way from Ulster, yeah. That battalion is most likely the group of enemies that go after Leonster Castle in Chapter 7 of Genealogy. Defending it's a lot harder if Finn didn't end Gen 1 promoted, because in Genealogy, Finn is the only character who's playable in both generations, which kind of almost makes him playable in 3 Fire Emblem games in a way, but I think the White Wings have him beat in that regard. They might be the most playable appearances of any, unless you got Marth, I guess, but that's a lot of, you know, a lot of spin-offs inflate his numbers. But anyway, his level carries over directly to Gen 2, so if you get him promoted in Gen 1, then he does a much better job protecting Leif and Nana, because Leif starts out pretty weak in Gen 2. He's kind of a Magikarp type character in that game, because he promotes the completely ridiculous Master Knight class, that gets insane promotion gains, mounted, A ranks and everything, including staves. So yeah, this is actually quite late into that chapter. Like, I think it's implied that, like, 6 months have passed between, like, I think they acted like Selev's Rebellion had just started back in at the end of the last chapter, so it's probably 6 months between the start of Genealogy Gen 2 Chapter 6 and this point, which is, like, about 3/4 of the way through Chapter 7. Every chapter in Genealogy, represents a very long time. It's part of why Sigurd and Daedra's romance is not quite as ridiculously fast as you might think, because there's like about a year in between chapters 1 and 2 of that game. Ah yes, Banba and her sisters, the 3 evil maid sisters. Also, I believe that's the wrong name for Tine, it's Tine. Yeah, it'd be a shame if her brother happened to be in Selev's army. That's gonna lose you one of your generals pretty quickly. Also, yeah, Lisa is Ishtar's girlfriend, and also a palette swap of Syas's mother. I forget if she was even a palette, maybe she even had the exact same portraits. But yeah, I still remember I always call them the 3 evil mage sisters, and that predated that being the official name of the an enemy faction in Kirby Star Allies. Yeah, they're pretty much recapping Genealogy Chapter 7 at this point. Bloom is the ultimate end boss of that chapter. He doesn't die there though, he pulls a Hubert. I still love how Hubert's like now become the poster boy for that kind of trope. I've been defeated, but I can't fall here. I must make my retreat. Basically, this guy's career is seriously in jeopardy because he's failed to capture this castle for 6 months. Given how strong we are, I don't really blame him for failing. Yes, sir? What do you want of me, Mr. Generic Armor? I seem to remember that sometimes I often like to send Leif and Nana over to, like, rescue the villagers around Leonster around the time this was happening, so, definitely not defending the castle. Like, you don't even get a game over if you lose Castle Leonster in that game. I think it's just like a, subtract 1 letter from your final endgame ranking, which is actually pretty punishing. But it is true, basically everywhere else on the peninsula is under Imperial control right now. And yeah, the real thing with sieges is just having enough supplies. I highly doubt that the Leonster forces could even get supplies into here at this point. And yeah, sadly, August is not even really mentioned in Genealogy, but again, it's very much the case of, like, not being mentioned in Fire Emblem 6, she just wasn't created at the time. Yeah, I do wonder if they reference him if Genealogy ever gets remade. There's a lot of people who want Scion to be playable if Genealogy gets remade, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, our mission here is to hold out until Selif's forces get here. Well, the good news is it seems like we've only lost generic soldiers up to this point. So we finally have Leif's actual theme playing. This song is called Leif's Army 6 Victory Leif, and you'll recognize it if you've played Engage from Leif's Paralogue. Now, I'm breaking the unlock staff to open that door, just because, let's just say there will be more unlock staves coming soon. But I really want to get these two out here. And now, originally I was going to rewarp Sara in this turn. I think I might avoid doing that just because I kind of want these armors to break this wall. And if Sara warps down there, they'll probably all die before I get the chance to break walls. Because I need to release the Asbel, the Nana, and the Fergus upon the enemy. Yeah, there we go. They're actually opening the doors, which is pretty amusing. Or maybe they're not going to open these walls just yet. Okay, in that case, I think I will start the Sara rewarp guided missile plan now. So, okay then. Where is she gonna go? I really want to put her, like, as close to this lower area as I can, because I do want her to get started on taking down some of the enemies that are going to be spawning eventually. But I do need firepower on multiple different sides. I think for now I'll send... I think I'll send her here for now. Because, yeah, I already have a lot of people on the other side. Oh, no, Vigastar. Would have liked to have had that, but oh well. So you still have a door key. So you're going to open that door, and then the action's going to get started here. We do have some guys around here as well. So I probably will need Marita and Callian when this wall gets broken. Also, this wall's going to get broken soon. Actually, maybe Orsian can start heading towards the central part here. In fact, I've got a hammer as well, but that's going to cut his avoid a bit. I think I'll just use the Vouge, because he actually hasn't been doing a good job of, like, reliably killing things with regular iron axes. So my original plan was to have Pern open this door and then, stall them and then steal their killing edges, but even with, like, a slim sword, he one-rounds them, most likely, so I'm actually going to just put Olwen there, and just, you know, because with the iron sword, Olwen's not going to one-round those guys. eventually you'll be seeing some very terrifying sets of enemy spawns. In fact, I'm kind of worried about Leif when the ballistas start appearing. Okay, that door's open. Yeah, some of them actually ignore you to prioritize breaking the walls or opening doors. Okay, that one attacked me. Huh, 7 hit rates are more than I would have expected. Because that happened, okay. Well, I do have people with physic, but that was, I mean, granted, 7% still fairly high of a hit rate for them, but, huh. Okay, yeah, 3. That's a little better. With Wrath, she should be one-shotting basically everything on the counter-attack here. Okay, so... yeah, I just want to check my reinforcement cheat sheet, and apparently this turn 13 Lance Armors spawn, along with 4 priests and 2 bishops. And I believe the bishops have meteors, so Leif could actually be kind of in trouble here, and by kind of I mean extremely in trouble. Because yeah, I really want Asbel to get, and Leif to be able to get out of here. Granted, actually, Leif can try and unlock this door, though if I do that, I'm going to have to kill this guy. I don't really want Sarah to be this far back, though, is the problem. Oh, actually, hang on, Asbel can kill this guy. Yeah, it might have been a fatal error for me to put Leif this low down. I just wanted it to split my thieves a little bit. My plan was to, like, have Leif swipe the boss's thing and then just get him out of there. We've kind of established that Sarah needs to be using wind here because the enemies don't actually have that low accuracy against her. Yeah, look at that pathetically tiny HP bar. Please get bigger. Thank you. I mostly want it to get bigger for fatigue, though, not for... aha! That's actually good. In fact, given there's nobody else around here at this point, should she re-warp to the other... actually, no, let's not do that. Because there are going to be some more things spawning, and I really would like to intercept them with Sarah if possible. Yeah, these guys won't move, yet. She goes there, and then, yeah, Xavier's going to hold this point. We do have to be very, very, very careful of Xavier, though, because there are going to be Meteor people spawning, and when Meteor people spawn, Xavier gets hit by a cost, and him getting hit by a cost and magic is not good. Oh, he actually crit there. That's kind of unlikely. Yeah, Nana can wind sword snipe you. She one-shots it. That's pretty amazing. I do kind of want to actually... I suppose I can use the Vouge for no risk to myself here, but I do kind of want to... like, maybe not kill a few of them. I'd actually like them to try and break my walls just that I can get more people down here into the action. Mainly Marita and Callian. Oh, okay, here we go. We have Team Steel, the killer weapons. And later on, Team Bolting some things, maybe. Just listen to all those reinforcement spawn sounds. It's just really funny when that happens. So yeah, this is another defend map like the Tara one that some people might find a little boring, but I feel like it's a bit different because this one gets you into the thick of the action pretty quickly. Like, the enemy is engaging you right basically from the start. Oh no. Oh, that was the... oh yeah, but because I have a Brave effect, both of my hits are Wrath, so yeah, that second one was also Wrath. I want to say Xavier's not quite in bolting. There we go, finally, that's broken. Maybe they don't actually start breaking the walls until now. I'm not entirely sure how their AI works. Aha, your Grutlance has, I think that actually would have one-shotted me if it hit. Maybe I shouldn't be mocking their Grutlances. Because, yeah. 23. Okay, 23 minus 8 probably is not a one-shot if it hits me. Also, we only have a 1 hit rate anyway. Goodbye. Sara's just very fun. I know most people use her for stars rather than for offense, but I really hope that Leif is not in range of that bishop and or doesn't get one-shotted. We'll see. Yeah, I kind of like using her offensively though. It's just great. Finally, you're actually attacking him. Again, I would like some of them to go the other way, just so that, yeah, so that we get some more people in the action. Like, this is the thing, at about this point, you might notice that, like, enemies in Thracia are kind of low in the stats department. I'm so glad that enemy didn't just prove me wrong there. But they do make up for it via map gimmicks and sheer numbers and certain other tricks that can make this game a little interesting. And yeah, here we go. So yeah, these bishops have unlock stars, and they miss with them a lot. So yeah. Oh, thank you for hitting there. That means I can steal some stuff with Pern. Yeah, like, I'm guessing the whole point of these guys is they get opened up and it's like, oh no, there's a bunch of enemies inside your lines, but I can just do this. Yep. And now I can get another one! It's just a shame you can't Vigor Star twice in one turn. You know what? Olwen's gonna go back down. I'm being very indecisive with her, but I would like to maybe try and bolt some things. Because, yeah, you guys have... They have restore staves, huh? Interesting, okay. Okay, no, you do not have, Meteor. It's the Meteor mages spawn later. However, Sara can't capture. How heavy is unlock? Wait, 5. I think Leif can steal that. However, I'm not really sure I want him to. Because Meteor does show up eventually. But not until quite a bit later in the map, actually. So... don't really think I want to send Sara in there now, because what turn are we at? Turn 4. I believe the boss is actually killable now. However, I do want to steal his scroll before I do that. Now, is Nana able to mount an attack? Yes, she is. Okay. Mount and attack, but no, I meant mount and attack in the same turn. And I do want to make sure I capture these bishops, because extra unlock stars for Tina is nice. I mean, they're useless to your army if Tina's dead by now, but hopefully she's not. And, yep, let's go ahead, and you can go mount up, and then, maybe I can actually use the Flam Sword. That puts me at 16. That should be enough, yeah. Plus, I have a guaranteed critical on my second attack, thanks to the follow-up critical modifier. Not that I need it, but still. Although, granted, I should... Nana can't really use any status staffs until C rank. Yeah, one thing that I've actually had pointed out to me, is that... okay, actually, I just realized something. Xavier should not go on the front lines this turn, because a bajillion mages are about to spawn. And a cost plus a bajillion mages is not a healthy situation for Xavier. So, we're just gonna have Ossian head down here and attempt to... I want to actually go for the lower down one, just because I want the upper ones to break more of my walls. Because I want Marita to get in on this action. Like, I'm kind of scared about Leif, honestly, but we'll see what happens. Now, Sara can go here, I guess. And yeah, I do not want the bajillion mages to go for Xavier. I might be able to rewarp Sara to get that one eventually. Okay, maybe it's the next turn when they do this. And unfortunately, you might be horribly dead. Yeah, there's a very good chance of these guys ending up horribly dead because, it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. The Slim Sword has more of a crit rate, but the Iron Sword has less but has more power. So either way, my Pern has a great chance of one-shotting these guys. It's really annoying that I'm using Pern, though, because whenever I say Pern, it tends to, like, peak my mic with a plosive, and I have to edit that out. I need to get a better pop filter. I'm just, like, most of the really good ones are insanely expensive, though. So it's just kind of hard to know. I actually bought, like, a more professional-looking pop filter from Amazon, and it didn't work at all. I still have to edit out, like, whenever I do a plosive sound, like a p or a b, it still makes this weird, ugly noise in my audio that I have to edit out. So, yeah, that's a shame. The one that I've currently been using is, I've had this for, like, literal years. I suppose Xavier can get that guy. I guess it's next turn that the bajillion mages spawn. But yeah, the meteor mages don't actually come until almost the end of the map. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily the end, but, like, it's close to the end, if the boss is dead. Okay, Ossian may have been a little too good, and this means that Marita and Galleon are going to be getting a lot of action here. Okay, good. I really should have animations on for Sarah, just so that if she does get hit, I know how low the chance was. Oh boy, 8 is not good. There we go. Yeah, that one would have been a one-shot. I'm getting heart attacks here. Probably should have saved a life ring for her. And now you're attempting it a second time. Ah, it didn't miss. It's just so funny when you see these guys miss with the unlock staff. And now, thank you for that. That makes it easier for me to get to that house with Pern if I want to. Oh, right, you guys have no weapons. And now Pern is stuck in jail. Aha, no mask to see if Thief stays in jail for long. You know, I'm going to use the Killing Edge just because I can. Because you tried to put Pern in jail, you deserve it. I like that little window there. But he's probably going to go towards the Silence house now. And this wall didn't end up getting broken because I was too powerful and killed all of the enemies before that happened. So, right. Okay, yeah, the bajillion mages are about to start spawning. I actually think somebody needs to rescue Lifus and just bring him over there. This Lifus strategy maybe is not going to be a good thing. Because, like, I feel really bad if I missed even a single scroll. You know what? I'm going to try out the Brave Bow. It's just such a good weapon, but you just... Well, I mean, I find myself rarely using a lot of archers. If you can somehow get Dagdar up to the point of using the Brave Bow, it's really great, but yeah. That's not super likely. Okay, how about this? Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the... That's a pretty guaranteed capture, I feel. There we go. I feel like it's been a while since I've been doing a lot of capturing. Also, I feel like it's been a while since Fergus has been doing a lot of combat, but, I mean, he's still putting in work even now. And give... I would like that Restore Staff, but for now, I will grab the Unlock Staff. Oh, Fortify is great too. Not really sure I need Thunder. But Fortify is great. And okay, Ossian getting attacked by a bajillion mages with no terrain is a bit of a problem. Okay, they only do 10 damage to him though. I have a very defense-blessed Ossian in this run. Like, he's almost as strong as, like, the average Armor Knight defensively. Which, weirdly, he doesn't even, like, need, because he usually kills a lot of things he fights. Okay, no crit there. Ah. Well, that's annoying. This guy does have Fortify, though, so he might end up, you know, using that. I'm not sure I really need this second Unlock Staff. I mean, it's always nice to get all of them. I will have Olwen in position as a Thunder Turret. So I have to have Finn move towards this house, but then I'm like, actually, that's going to be kind of hard for him to get there. Unless, like, the Unlock Bishop wants to open this door for me. I mean, that'd be very nice. And now if the door of the throne room is open, congratulations, enemies. You've just unleashed Leif upon yourselves. And, yep, here's the bazillion mages. I mean, it's Frigga. It kind of makes sense for them to have this many mages, but still. Oh, I was hoping that you would attack Ossian and die. I hope that of a lot of enemies. Can any of them get to Xavier? Why didn't you attack? Huh. Did they just focus on the throne or something? Maybe they're focusing on the throne. Maybe they're like those Pegasus Knights in that chapter of Fates. No, that's not the door I wanted to open, Mr. Bishop. Yeah, you stay in jail and think about what you did. Well, I mean, I suppose Pern can open this door and, Forfin. Do have to be a little careful of my lockpicks, but, actually, I can easily steal those from enemy thieves later. So yeah, all of you guys are... Oh, they have door keys. They must want to just go for doors. Huh. It's so weird you didn't attack Xavier, though. I won't question the fact that you didn't attack Xavier, but still. I believe that's just barely not a one-shot, which is sad. I'm just gonna go for the, No, let's use the Brave Bow. Yeah, the Brave Bow is, like, objectively better than the Master Bow. The problem is, if one of these guys decides to attack Xavier in melee, then, a cost is gonna, be a bad thing for me. But, okay, so, like I established earlier, I would kind of like that Restore Staff. So, let me just one-tap you. Haven't really been doing many of these taken, take and trade strats to get rid of the enemy before the enemy phase, since, very early in the game. Lifus, what turn are we at right now? 6. Okay, on turn 10, we get 2 ambush spawn ballistas. And on turn 7, we get 4 ambush spawn ballistas. So... Okay, I can rescue Lifus with Aspel. Oh, actually, I can just yoink a few of their tomes. Like, technically speaking, this turn is actually one of the few where I... Although the enemies might just decide to capture him if I do that. But it is like one of the few where I can have the chance to get Lifus in, like before the ballistas start appearing. I don't know if I should do this. Oh, okay, another Vigor Star, huh? I think I'll actually do that just to get Asbel in a little bit further into this map. It's just yeet you away. I love it when magic does no damage to you. And now I can use Tornado. Not that I really need to, but it's nice to have the option and not have that tome just sitting around doing nothing. Okay. Oh, these guys never even move, huh? Okay, then. If I go with, like, Sarah here, maybe Lifus won't get thundered. I would appreciate if one of these generals surrounding the boss were to die, though. Oh, actually, that's actually not bad. Again, I'm saying actually twice. I can probably afford to equip the less Avoid weapon right now, because, Avoid's gonna be more paramount next turn. I'd rather have more use of Wind on hand for that, because, you know, it'll be Ballista time next turn. Okay, we are closing in on the boss's cronies, but again, it's gonna be Ballista time soon. Would you appreciate, a double crit, you know what? I think I actually will use the Master Axe instead. If only Tina had one more point of magic, she'd be able to steal, from this boss. Yeah, just wanted to get rid of one of the boss's bodyguards. That's happened to me surprisingly not that often in this playthrough, but it's always frustrating when that does happen. And yeah, Leif is going to take August's advice. He's going to be the prince who fights in the front lines, not the one who stays back and cowers while his troops do all the fighting. He is not going to be Kempf, in other words. Okay, yeah, no reinforcements that turn. This next turn, though, it's going to be the time of the ballista. The age of men is over. The time of the ballista has come. I wouldn't actually mind that. That would get Olwen into the action and let her mount. I'm not really sure why those priests are even here. I guess they're there in case you status the boss, because the boss isn't on a... You know, you made a fatal error doing that, because now I can one-tap capture this bishop. Granted, all I get is a broken unlock staff and a fortify. I mean, a fortify is good, but yeah. So, again, there are going to be a bunch of ambush spawn ballistas this turn. And that means I probably shouldn't put Xavier down here too readily. And I also probably shouldn't, because, like, you can technically have your flyers mount out here, but those ballistas, yeah, gonna go ahead and mount. I probably should not equip bolting, so let's go ahead and just make sure I equip Dire Thunder. Okay, so the real question here is... Okay, if Lifus Vigor Star procs, then I can get the scroll. But if he doesn't, I'm gonna have to rescue him. I don't know if I mean, I'll have to rescue him regardless, but still. It'd be really funny if I actually do manage to pull this off, though. What's his Vigor? Oh, he has 2 stars, so it's a 10% chance. I mean, it's pretty low, but it's a 10% chance. Come on, Lucky Vigor? No. Okay, well, yeah, I gotta remember to rescue him then. In that case, Fergus... Oh, he doesn't have a Armor Slayer anymore. Although he does have a Killing Edge, and for Fergus, that's basically the same thing, because it can slice through these generals pretty easily. I mean, though Nana's probably better at slicing through generals, granted. She doesn't like taking double hits from a Master Lance. Yeah, for now, let's go in with Fergus and the Killing Edge. Oh, nice, okay. Gotta remember that Asbel has a cost. It's also just kind of a funny animation when the generals just you know, pull back and then go for the poke again. Yeah, and that could be kind of rough when the ballistas start attacking. Although I suppose Fergus can just double back there. So, who would rather rescue Lifus right now? And I mean, we've been burned by Lifus and ballistas before. He has enough to one round basically every... Okay, let's take you. And then... I suppose Nana can head over here and then attempts to... If that guy double hits me, then Nana dies. I really shouldn't say this, but he's not gonna double hit me. Okay, yeah, he missed once, that's fine. Okay, so Bharat's bodyguards are down. Now it's just time for his ballistas, also lol Paragon. That's actually not bad. Means she gets fatigue less. Okay, I do have to put somebody on the throne at least. Are you two seriously the only people who have taken damage? You have to remember that I don't actually need to hold down the skip animation. Wow! That is incredibly rare! Like, Lenoan's growths are crazy. How did that happen? Also, yeah, this little wall needs to be broken for, I kind of hope these mages break the wall. But yeah, that could be potentially an issue. Right then. I mean, yeah, I can one-tap capture, but if I do, then I have Asbel sitting on the front lines with the ballistas there and his avoid lowered. Oh yeah, and he has a cost. So I am gonna, just to be safe, it would've been really funny if I stole this guy's tome again, but I'm not gonna bully him that badly. Also, I think Sarah gets one-shotted, however, also, she is in Nana range. And I have wind. 93 avoid. I hope that's enough for Sarah to, you know, put in the work I need her to put in here. Again, Dean. Actually, I can have Leif go down with here, the Kingmaker. I'm pretty confident that he's not going to get killed by ballistas. So something that a lot of people have mentioned about Leif is that he actually gained experience very quickly, which means that you can kind of easily abuse a bunch of enemies to, like, train him, and this worries me a little bit, actually. Oh, you should You should be dodging these, Ossian. You need to dodge at least one more, I think? Okay, getting a point of defense there is good, though. Yeah, the fact that rescue halves your defense in this game, normally it only halves your accuracy and avoid. Well, she doesn't even get one shot. That is kind of impressive. But yeah, normally it only halves your skill and speed, rather than also your defense. But yeah, the fact that rescue halves your defense in Thracia is actually very dangerous. Huh, they all went for different targets. That's interesting. That's actually more hit than I thought on Asbel. Nice zippy dodge there, though. Oh, now you're attacking me. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's up with the AI on these guys, but earlier they were just like, oh, let's focus on opening doors over attacking. In fact, I just realized, if they start going for Ossian, that's a problem. No, for some reason they've decided to say stacks on Fergus. I mean, I guess it's a mounted version of Hulin's class, and Hulin had an issue with enemies just... Why are they all going for him? Is it because they have a crit chance, however marginal? I am very confused. Also, why aren't you breaking that wall? What are you doing? I just take a few steps back and casually dodge that lightning that came in from the roof of the... Oh, now you're attacking Ossian, okay. And you only have 11 attack power against him. These are some weak Thunder Mages. Although I really shouldn't be getting cocky. I got cocky in the last chapter and it cost me. And yeah, I didn't even use any save states that chapter. I probably should have. I got way too cocky there. Like, what are these? Like, why aren't they breaking this wall? Marita wants to fight things. What's our status? We're on turn 8. There are no reinforcements until enemy phase turn 10, so if I kill all the ballistas and everything that can attack Lithus, he should be pretty safe to just for me to drop him off, and then, yeah, then things should be going pretty alright. Okay, so, Leif still obviously needs the Kingmaker. Let's just go for this guy, because he's probably a little bit, easy to kill. Wow, one shot. Nice job, Leif. Leif on this play... Yeah, that's not even Paragon. Yeah, Leif gains experience super fast. Which is, like, one asset that I think a lot of people have said, that, like, if you stack a bunch of scrolls on him, he can actually get some pretty good levels. He can level up a pretty good amount of times. And get pretty strong. That's, like, I guess, kind of his main asset, of, like, the Prince class. But yeah, I hope to show off Xavier a little bit here. I mean, I could have used the Paragon Scroll and stacked a bunch of scrolls on him and actually gone for a full training arc for him, because I went to such efforts to get him, but, well, like, I don't know if that's even really necessary. Also, it means that, like, I would not have access to the Paragon Scroll for a very, very long time, and I don't really like the idea of that. Okay, so let's get rid of the ballistas now. Yeah, this chapter is kind of interesting if you have some really strong people that you can just put right on the front line. You're probably meant to, like, be holding back and defending the castle, but, like, I like to just, you know, ride out and just meet the enemy as they spawn. It's kind of more fun that way to me. Not quite a one-shot. It's something that is not fun to me. But, I mean, I think I can get Olwen in there. So, yeah, Fergus has to kill this ballista. It's pretty likely with the Killing Edge. I'll go for the Killing Edge. I need all the ballistas to die, because otherwise Lithus is going to have problems, and I couldn't 9-9 miss here, but I didn't. Because, yeah, we've got 3 mages over here. They're not really that scary right now, because Sarah's going to go here and whack a ballista for me. Also, on turn 15, this boss moves. Like, that's the point where he basically says, like, everybody charge, I'm gonna lose my job if I don't capture this castle right now, so I don't care if this kills me. It's also, he also has kind of a funny, release quote as well. But you can't actually see it in normal gameplay because he has 20 con, so he's technically meant to be uncapturable. I mean, he is, but like if you somehow were able to capture him, he says something along the lines of, "Just kill me, I have nowhere to go anyway." Which is just such a weirdly pathetic release quote. But okay, I can probably afford to drop, if I drop Leif here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, he should be able to reach next turn. And yeah, he should be alright. As long as I get Leif out of there by the time of turn, like, 12, because that's when the Meteor guys spawn. And on turn 10, there'll be 2 Iron Ballistas. I do think I want to heal Ossian, though, and for that, you know, I feel like it's kind of fitting that Lenoan is the one who's guarding the throne here. Speaking of which, something that I have not, like, I really was meant to say this during Chapter 14X, but I just didn't get the chance to, for some reason. So, I mean, I've already gone over this in the comments a lot, but I'll say it again. Why isn't Lenoan in Heroes yet? I really don't see how Miranda was deemed more, more of a priority to put in Heroes than Lenoan. Because Lenoan is practically the deuteragonist of the first half of the game in a way. Like, it's her whole defense of Tara that's the crux of, like, Leif's main plot for the start. I think he's still fine. I mean, I hope those aren't famous last words, let's see. Yeah, these are some very weak Thunder Mages. But yeah, it's just, like, I don't know, like, I'm really surprised, like, she is, like, one of the most plot important characters in Thracia, of, like, all the recruitable characters of the army, and yet, somehow they decided to, you know, put Miranda in before her. Miranda, somebody who's totally optional, like, is only on one route, and is really bad. I don't know if it's a case of, like, you know, she's the kind of tsundere that might be popular in Japan. I don't know. I don't like to speak to certain characters being, like, popular or less popular in Japan because, like, not being Japanese, you typically tend to be wrong about that kind of thing. For example, all those people who are Japanese Oh. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world, I guess? Huh. Let me see. But yeah, all those people who are Japanese purists when it comes to Sonic, and it's like, dude, you do realize that Sonic is wildly unpopular in Japan. Like, the Japanese take on the series has not been the definitive take on it for a long, long time. But okay then. So my plan here is to yoink his scroll and then just kill him this turn. Okay, we got the scroll. Okay, so we have 2 charms stacking up, though I need to go on this side to get the benefit of both of them, and that's the wrong person. Yeah, if he hits one of those, she's gonna die. Let's maybe not do that. Also, how does Dire Thunder go? You know, it would be a bit of delicious irony if Olwen were the one to kill him, but, the odds of him double hitting with his thing there are reasonably high, and I'm not going to go all the way in with Olwen, because I don't want her to get killed by the Iron Ballistas. Woo, nice, okay. Okay, please Vigor Star. Yeah, it would be pretty cool if Olwen got the killing blow. He does have these, and it's a 15% chance too, but yeah, that's kinda scary. I mean, technically, Asbel actually does need the level up more than a lot of people do. Graph Caliber. I think that's a kill if he doesn't Pavese, but if he does Pavese, it's arguably, I think it's the safest to go for Ossian here. Yeah, I don't think I've had an Ossian this bulky before. You're gonna lose a lot more than your rank soon, I'll just say. Oh, okay. Interesting. He's, okay, that's not good. At least the boss is dead now. So with that, this chapter will be over once we reach turn 15. And I think Nana moved, didn't she? Okay, one con is nice. Okay, good she didn't, because otherwise, he might have died to the... although I do have Fortify Sara. Which, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Here we go, Fortirity! I used to call it that in the Game Boy Advance games. Just like I used to call, the Woodao Voodoo and, the, Fimbulvetter Flimwater. With, like, a really bad French accent. I read things wrong all the time when I was younger. Okay, it'd be really funny if this guy actually managed to get the throne. He's not going to, but it would be pretty funny if he did. I mean, I suppose I can do the one-tap capture. And, oh, yes, we established we're healing Ossian. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, we fortified, so we already did. Okay, so let's just, get rid of you. I don't want to speak too soon, but this chapter's actually gone smoother than it usually does. I think it's just a testament to how strong... Like, I feel like my levels aren't, like, super high on a lot of the army, but, like, I don't really need them to be that high. Okay, yeah, I do need to get rid of some of these mages, though, in case they go for Lithus. 6 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't think you can reach Lithus. But if I send Nana over here, I don't like using up this wind sword, but I will be repairing the earth sword soon. It's kind of funny, the earth sword was almost a bit of a crutch for her, because now she's at the point where she's just, I believe if I put you here, there's no way anybody can go for Lithus, yeah. Because, yeah, now she's just kind of just good enough. Like, her stats are just so good, she doesn't even need the earth sword. She's getting kind of fatigued, though. Actually, it kind of makes sense for Nana to be, oh, you can't even, oh, because there's a too thick wall, yeah. Could you please break this wall? I don't even need to get Pern in there at this point, but still. But yeah, it's sort of fitting for Nana to be, doing, well in this chapter for reasons. Hi, random Thunder Mage. Now, this next turn is a bit of a What are you doing? Why are you not breaking that wall? It's like the one wall of the castle. They're like, no, no, no. When we own this castle, we need this one wall specifically to still be intact. But like I said, this turn is another danger point. There will be 2 iron ballistas spawning. So anybody down here who cannot take an iron ballista shot should probably get out. In fact, I think, you know what, just to be perfectly safe, Sara's gonna rewarp herself as far away as possible, because I think the iron ballista might one-shot her. And that will level her up. Just rewarp is just so fun. Even though it does murder Sara's fatigue. She's kind of addicted to energy drinks, which is sort of a bad idea for somebody her age, but still. Okay, if I get... They do have a ridiculously long range, though. They've got, like, 15 range. But if I get Lithus here, Olwen grabs him and starts running. That should be far enough away from the ballistas, I think. Oh, yeah, I'll just take your Fortify. It'd be kind of cool if some defend maps just ended if you routed the enemy. But, okay, yeah, let's just go for the Steel Sword here. Fergus, yeah, oh, actually his HP isn't that high compared to a lot of my frontliners. So maybe he does need Leif nearby. I'll have to check. I mean, his defense is pretty good, though. Because it's just, I am worried about Asbel getting, like, double a cost slaughtered by the... okay. Oh, but if Nana goes there, she's not in a forest. If Leif goes here, though, I believe 1, 2... Yeah, Asbel is in... Oh, he has fire equips. That's not good, actually. He really should have wind equipped. I mean, 92 avoids pretty good, all things considered. But just if both of them attack him with a cost, that could be a problem. And she'll have another 20 avoid if she goes here. So she'll effectively be in a forest if she goes there. And the boss is gone, so the enemy's hit rates are quite low. Oh, right, I should visit this. I thought for a moment she was going to say, oh dear, is the castle under attack again? Yeah, we put in all that effort to recruit Xavier and just to get our homeland back. We can't lose it now. So, yeah, also, in preparation, I am moving Xavier back as well, just to be safe, because I don't want him to be around when the meteor when the meteor mages spawn. Do I need the extra 10% on Asbel? I think I'd rather have extra avoid on Nana. Okay, moment of truth time. I only need to endure this for one turn. But yeah, there they are. Okay. First one. Predictably, it is Asbel. Oh, it's only a 1-hit rate. I think you guys relied on the boss's leadership stars to actually have good good hit rate, so... yeah, I was wrong to be worried. Hope I don't speak too soon. Yeah, I thought you could reach all the way up there. Thankfully, Pern does not have a cost. Now he's changing his mind. Okay. Yeah, this is 11. So, it's turn 12 when the meteor guys start appearing. And who wants to kill that ballista? Well, actually, Leif probably can. Though I get the feeling ballistas aren't worth a lot, as far as, like, class power goes. We'll see. Don't think he needed that Luna, but it's a nice sentiment. Oh no, they're actually worth quite a bit. If only Leif had experienced this fast back in Genealogy. Yeah, I am getting a very weirdly strength-blessed Leif in this run. Like, the Leif in my other timeline has only, like, has sub-10 strength by the time he promoted. And he doesn't even have a scroll. Like, what is going on? This is a very small Leif. Okay, you've already leveled up. You're on the cusp of a level. I may as well get one for you. Yeah, let's just use this. Nice crit there. Not that it was necessary, but still. Yeah, ballistas aren't worth much for you. Oh yeah, I already got the restore staff. Speaking of which, I could get another one. Yeah, maybe I could try and get another one. But yeah, it's next turn we have to deal with the meteors. Somebody probably needs to kill this mage, oh, right, okay, right, Olwen's kind of stuck right now. Although, if she were to drop Lithus there, yeah, the mage can't actually reach Lithus. I suppose we can check what the vendor's selling. Or if we wanted to, we could pull that Robin Hood quote and do something foolish and get somebody killed in the arena right when we're almost safe. No, I think he's trying to go for the throne, huh? Right, well, fortunately, Xavier is guarding that, so you're not going to get very far. But yeah, this is the turn of the Meteor Mages spawning. And now I actually remember to equip Wind. It is tempting to try and grab that guy's restore staff, but I might wait for the moment. Don't think I'll send Olwen in either. Oh, now you get the Vigor Star. Anybody need Physic? I suppose I can do this with you. Oh, right, Sarah's back there. I forgot for a moment. Maybe she'll sit out the next chapter, just because, like, I don't want to have to spend too many stamina drinks on her. So the vendor here is sort of interesting. They do sell torches, but there's only one Fog of War map left in the game, the second last map in the entire game. And if you don't have Sarah, you actually can't get that side quest chapter. If you have, like, any torch staves still intact, you probably don't need to buy torches here. So, yeah, I think we're good. And so, ambush sporting siege tomes, let's go. They're a little too late to the party, however. Especially with their boss. Yeah, the enemy accuracy in this map really rely on the boss being around to use his leadership stars. Also, their attack power is very low. Yeah, like I said, Thracia enemies are fairly weak. This is why I heavily dispute this. Oh. Oh, but your damage is, like, pathetic, so, yeah. But, Yeah, I guess we are seeing Meteor Accost. Double Meteor! Yeah, I once had Xavier all the way on the front lines, like in my test playthrough for this map, and I believe he got hit by it was like he was on kind of low health. I actually didn't know when the Meteor guy spawned, so that happened, and then I was like, okay, Xavier now needs to dodge like 8 meteors to survive. And unfortunately, he almost did. Like, I think it was just, he got hit by like 1 more meteor than was necessary, and he died. So that was unfortunate. I had to redo my run of that chapter. But he was doing really well though. Like, he did dodge most of them. It was just sort of funny to see, like, with the map animations on, just him just getting bombarded by all of these meteors. Okay, so if I yeet you, I can... Like, I actually have a lot of meteors in my convoy already. I'm just not going to use them. I think I still actually double, even with the one-use weapon. I do, yeah. It wouldn't work like that in modern Fire Emblem, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, wow, Fergus has actually almost capped everything. Yeah, he might be one of my first people to cap everything. So, at this point, I think I'm actually fully safe. And the reason for that is, there are 2 more waves of reinforcements. They're like a bajillion axe armors, and then another bajillion axe armors. But they only spawn if the boss is still alive. And now that he's dead, yep, that's, well, he's obviously not still alive anymore. So I think at this point, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think this is basically map over, and sadly, Callian and Marita didn't get to do anything. At least it saves on their fatigue. Now the question is, will Nana catch the Restore Staff guy before the map is over? We're at turn 14, okay. We're gonna cut it fairly close. Unless I get some, Vigor Stars. I think if she goes here, Asbel will still be able to take the guy. You know, it'd be really, really funny if a certain thing happens right now. Nope, he didn't do it! I was wondering if he... Oh, and it's over. I lost the Restore Staff. But it's fine, yeah. I got a whole bunch of... I got an Unlock Staff, I, got this first try, I got the Through Scroll with Liffus, of all people. I'm really surprised Liffus was actually able to not die down there. But yeah, it's right at the start of, turn 15 if the boss is dead, so yeah, that's map over. They talk like this is a really difficult, grueling battle, but it kind of isn't if you play it right. But the ambush spawn ballistas are a massive jerk move, and also the ambush spawn meteors. Yeah, how do you know, August? You don't happen to have direct contact with Selip's main tactician, do you? Lord Selip's emissary. Yeah, soldier in the service of Lord Selip. No, you do not go by Dermot. You go by, Diarmid, I think the pronunciation is. It's from the name of an Irish folk hero, and this is one of the names. So, I actually wanted to try and hack the fan translation just so I could change this guy's name back to Diarmid. Because to me, Dermot is like Charles Conroy's take on the name Hilbert in Black and White. I just do not like the name at all. I would rather it be Delmud, his original, really old fan translation name, than Dermot. No offense to Lil Manster's team, like, you guys are amazing, like, seriously, but I just really do not like the name Dermot. I'm gonna be calling him by his official localized name. But yeah, this is, actually Nana's brother. Canonically half-brother, though. Well, maybe. We don't really know if Finn's actually her biological dad, but we do know that this guy's dad is definitely Beowulf. We'll see that in the next chapter, quite clearly. Seliph should probably explain a few things to Leif, like the fact that Lewin is alive and kind of weird right now, and also the fact that Shannon has joined them with his ridiculously powerful Balmung. Please don't call him Dermot. Why? So yeah, obviously this scene only plays if Nana is still alive. They even have dialogue when they're reunited back in Genealogy, I believe. Yeah, why were they separated though? Like, why was one of them with Selif's army and one of them with... Because Diarmuid is one of the first people who joins in Gen 2 with Seliph. And somehow Nana ended up with Finn. You'll never see her again outside of Kaga's developer's notes, in which case they do mention he originally had a planned epilogue where they did reunite with Lachesis. You say that, and yet Genealogy has Hilda of Frigga, who no connection to the Hilda from, Three Houses, who is, like, she's not actually a... Yeah, she's Ishtar's mother, isn't she? And she's a completely horrible human being, like, absolutely one of the worst people in all of Yggdrasil, which is really saying something. She tortured Tailtew to death. Like, I think Heroes vaguely gives her a little bit of an excuse for her behavior. She's essentially a massive gold digger who wants to climb the social ladder, but still, it doesn't justify her literally torturing someone to death. For, like, no real reason, too. And we're not meeting Seliph just yet. Next time, we'll be moving out to a chapter with a lot of sleep status and ballistas that poison you, along with Lenoan's promotion if you want to do that. And we'll also be showing off a new character, because I kind of consider Diarmuid to join next time, so we'll be going over him then. So, see you next time as we well and truly encroach upon the timeline of Genealogy.